How's it going, people? You wouldn't believe how ill I've been. I mean, if you've been fucking sick, obviously you know what I'm talking about, but my god, I don't even know how long it's been. Sorry, I've got a bit of a dry mouth. It's one thing about, codeine. Gives you like cotton mouth, like you've been smoking loads of weed, but I haven't. Not today. It's literally just to wet my fucking whistle. I don't know where that phrase came from. Wet your whistle. Does that mean start because you blow a whistle and you're wetting it by blowing through it? I'm talking shit already. But I just wanted to make a video saying that, well, this is the first day my stomach hasn't been going absolutely mental. And I've had my medication today, if you can't tell. I'm actually in a good mood. And I'm not really big in hench, by the way. I've got underneath this, by the way, Metal Gear fucking representation here. Use fucking adhesive glue that fucking sticks to leather. Got myself a fox patch. I've actually got a fox pin over there. Hang on, I'll show you. It's pretty cool. You can literally stick it on anything. Like, well, not anything, but I'm autistic, so I take everything literally, even my own fucking words. Apparently, I'm just gonna go get it. So yeah, before I had this patch, I had this little like pin badge. Like, so this is a better, like, normally when you get badges you've got to like put it in, then pull it out, and then push it under a thing, and normally it falls off. This is just like a stabby thing. You stab it through, and then you stick this on the other end. I don't know how easy this is to see. You probably can't. Click it in. Done. I mean, if it doesn't, if it feels like it can come off really easy, and it can, I'm sure there's a way to sort that out, but if you push it in hard enough, it just stays there. So I had a little fox. Oh, it looks like a baby fox. Oh. But now I've got like the actual thing. I'm not going to go over there again. Stick that there. Put that on a hat. Do whatever you want. So I don't know what I'm doing. I've just uploaded a song I made like years ago. I hate the drums, but I like the vibes of the rest of the music. It's called Grainy. It's like the last video I made, but I'm not asking you to listen to it, to be honest. I think when it comes to Metal Gear mod videos, I've fucked myself somehow. Because I bought a Steam Deck, which every game I fucking buy has issues, which is kind of shit. I might just turn it into an emulator, but it's going to be like a fucking 3-hour mission trying to do that. But you can turn it into an emulator and play like PS2, PS1, PS3 games and stuff, I'm guessing. It's powerful enough to be a PS4, apparently, technically in specs or something like that. That's what my dad said, but he doesn't really know anything about, like, computers and GPUs and fucking RAM and all that, And I know the basics because I had a friend. I mean, I don't know if we're still friends because I haven't seen him in ages. He's disappeared and he's not talking to anyone for like since last year. So I don't know what the fuck's up there. I hope he's okay, not dead. But yeah, he's the guy that like knows everything about technology, and it's a shame he's fucking disappeared because like normally when something goes wrong, like I go straight to him, and he's like he enjoys like helping people like fix PCs. If you break your phone, he'll like fucking sort it out for you. Like it's his job actually. Well, he's actually got a new job now, and that's probably why I don't see him, because he's in fucking London or something all the time. I don't even know where I'm going with this. Oh yeah, my Steam Deck. Yeah, that's the Metal Gear thing, right? Okay, this is fucking. I think I'm waiting for an ADD test or ADHD. I don't have the hyperactive part of that though. I wish I did. I think I might get something done. Like get my kitchen sorted if I'm hyper full of speed, just fucking doing my kitchen. Nah, but if I do have ADD, there's a chance I could get fucking Ritalin, which is basically fucking legal cocaine or meth or something like that. Like, in House MD calls it legal cocaine. I knew a guy. The fuck was that? I knew a guy through a friend who I hate now because I'm older, and you don't stay friends with people from school like unless you've got the best of friends. Mine were all dicks. I was a dick too. But anyway, he knew a guy who had autism. He was like diagnosed early. Like unlike me, I had to wait until like I'm 33 to actually find that out, which I knew anyway. It was just a conversation with a guy, and he was just like, "Yeah, you've got it." I was like, I had to wait fucking 7 years for that. Kept getting letters saying, "You're still on the list. You're still on the list." There's 7 million people on the fucking list. No wonder it took so long. But Jesus Christ, I've been sitting like I don't have a job. Because I've the last one fucking absolutely destroyed me. I've been in so many accidents, head injuries, autism, fucking blatantly ADHD, probably dyslexia because I kind of fucking spell for shit. Memory's absolutely shot. Like I'm destroyed, me. So like I'm going way off track because I was going to talk about why I can't mod Metal Gear. I think it's because I installed it on my Steam Deck, and it like shares between the Steam Deck and the PC. So if I try and change something on the PC, the Steam Deck's saying no. I think that's what's going on. Because as soon as I put it on my Steam Deck, mods didn't work. So don't know if I'm going to be doing any mod videos. But I've got hundreds. I've got like 100 videos of different mods. Some that don't even exist anymore. Like the old Snake one where his face moved. I want that back. I really like that because I like old Snake. He's cool. I like Snake in general. I like Metal Gear in general. I mean, fucking, come on. It's like on me heart. I would have put it on my arm like, like the soldiers would actually do, but like, it's got stripes. Anyway, that's all I really have to say. I'm sort of back, but not really. I really should continue playing Silent Hill, like the modded version, because I'm guessing there's more stuff later on, so I need to get to that. I'm in the kind of mood to do it now, but I'm going to go outside and listen to some music, because I went and got my prescription on my bike, and I came back, and I've now got some energy. Apart from the horrible dry mouth, that water's this morning's water. Could have fucking... This has actually got a camouflage pack that you can like stick on your fucking belt. It's a bit much, considering I'm wearing like, I don't know if you could tell, fucking, like I'm ready for fucking war essentially, because I've got this on, and it covers my whole back and my arms and everything. So like I'm not, like I say, I'm not hench, I'm not muscly, I'm not like fucking huge, but I look huge in this. The jacket barely fucking tightens, and it's a large tightens. It barely zips up. And it's a large, and I'm not a large, I'm a fucking medium. I can finally fit into some of my good t-shirts that I got for like Christmas and all that, like when I lost weight, and then I put weight on, and then now I've been sick, I've like lost like half a fucking stone. Just been drinking fucking water for the last like 3 days, and like, well, last night I had some pasta, but like that's what I was going to do. I was going to describe how sick I was. It started with alcohol mixed with a pizza. The whole thing came up like at 4 a.m, and then I was just like writhing around in my bed like, oh god, like with fever symptoms, where like you put your sheet over you, you're too fucking hot, you take it off, then you're fucking sweating and you're cold, and it's like it was like that for like fucking. Well, like obviously running to the toilet, then I just got me fucking bucket, stuck it next to my bed, like filled it up like fucking like that much out of that much space. Because every time I was deliberately drinking shitloads of fucking water. Like, because, like, the quicker it gets out, the better. Like, all the fucking shit. So, like, yeah, I was basically like, drinking and going, yep, I'm going to be sick in fucking 30 seconds. But my body's, because when you throw up, you, like, you dehydrate yourself. So, like, you need the water. And I was, like, putting this in it. Like, I'm not a product placement or anything, but, like, it's a little bit of fucking squash. Just so, like, when you throw it back up, it's a little bit sweet. Even though it's, like, acid as well, like, Not LSD, but you know what I mean, stomach acid. And it was like that for, like, 3 days straight. And then I felt better. I felt better for, like, I was like, yeah, finally it's over, like how I feel today. Don't want to jinx it. Where's the fucking wood to touch? That's, like, plastic covered shit. Damn. I've got the Bible, I suppose. Paper. Was a tree. I've got both of them down there. I'm not religious. Just people fucking always like, just say fucking God exists, and I just open the Bible, the bigger one, the fucking holy goddamn King James Bible, you know, the Old Testament, and I'd just open it up and be like, fucking, oh, what? So is God like, he's part of the seas and crushed an army with it? This guy's meant to be a good guy? What the fuck? Noah's Ark. How did they feed the animals? What about, micro fucking bacteria and stuff, you know, like, did they have, like, scientific fucking, did they have, like, test tubes and, like, take all the viruses and parasites and God name it, like, stuff I don't even know, stuff I haven't even found out yet, you know? Like, how the fuck did they get that on the Ark, and why would you want to put it on the Ark? You know? Like, the argument's just, it becomes an argument because, like, you just go, I need proof, just something. I've actually begged for proof. Like, it's like, Jesus, God, anything, pop down right now and just say, hello, I exist, goodbye. Two things would happen then. I'd be like, either one, I'm insane and I'm hallucinating. Or two, that was fucking real and I should be a better person. You know what I mean? And start fucking preaching. And I know lots of people that have ended up doing that because of drugs. Like, they've taken, like, fucking acid or, like, DMT. In the past, I've done both. And I have seen the fucking things that people think are angels. Like, this is what I say about the Bible. This is just turning into a long rant video, to be honest. But when people actually depict the angels that they see, if you smoke fucking DMT, and I'm not saying do this, do not do this. You know, unless you're the person that is going to do it, you know. You can't stop them people, that's why I talk about it. But I'm not condoning it. But I smoked DMT and seen fucking crazy shit. Every time was different, but there was this one time where there was like a pillar in the middle just made of faces and eyes and stuff, and they were looking at us and stuff, and it was like made out of like just sheer energy and electricity. And there was like three things flying around, like fucking zip, 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 like honestly. And they sounded like fucking Dragon Ball Z, fucking Kamehameha, blasting like energy, but not like that, but they were just going and I wish this camera would pick up more. They were just going and like blasting energy into my heart, and I was just like, oh, it didn't hurt. It just felt really weird. It was just like, there's some energy for your heart, there's some for your liver, your kidneys, boom, 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 boom. Tried to open my eyes, and they were just like, used the energy to shut my eyes again. And I was like, what the fuck? And then it was just like, it took me through a city of fucking like neon lights and like geometric shapes and all that. And then it gets kind of fuzzy because I ended up like inside this whole, it was kind of yellow gold, kind of like just this whole pool of energy. And as soon as I entered that, I can't really remember much because it was just bliss. So if that's what death is like, then fine. All your suffering and pain's gone and you're just in a fucking cloud of energy, fucking feeling nothing but love and content being there. Like, if that's heaven, then fair enough. But the books down there, the fucking Bibles and shit, they don't mention any of that. And it's weird because people have the same kind of trips. And then it just popped into my head, like sleep paralysis, when people see the incubus, like demon. That's what it's called, apparently. It's also the final boss in, not Final Fantasy, Silent Hill 1. I guess that's a spoiler, but yeah, like, I've never seen it. When I get sleep paralysis, I'm, like, just absolutely dead. It's like I can't breathe. I know I'm actually breathing, but it feels like it's the end. I kind of fade into nothing, then I get pulled out of it, then all of a sudden I'm in the world again, you know? It's really fucked up. But, like, I'm an atheist, so logically thinking about death, it's got to be nothingness. Like, your consciousness, your brain dies. It ceases to function. So your consciousness is gone. You know what I mean? Like, if you've ever taken a drug that, like ketamine, that simulates a near-death experience, like, all of a sudden you don't know how to talk, you don't know how to type on a keyboard, you don't even know what a keyboard is. It's transforming into mad shit, then all of a sudden it's like the reverse of the Big Bang, and you like fade away into nothing. And then you sober up. It's fucking weird, and I'm probably scarred myself from doing that, but we've all done stupid shit, I guess. It's before anyone judges me for, you know, taking drugs in the past. I was born a smack baby. I was adopted because I was abused, so fucking autism and all that. Like, these are all excuses, right? But it does say autistic people, if they don't know they're autistic, they might find some comfort in drugs because it's like a release from whatever, well, the autism, because your brain isn't normal. My brain isn't, I mean, not yours, my brain isn't normal. Autistic people's brains aren't normal. I've never known what it's like to be fucking normal. You know? Which is a mad thing to think about. It's like, I wish I could, like, you know, like life was a character selection in a video game, you know? And I could just design myself and be like, no autism points. You know? Put more into reading and learning and charisma and then just go with that. That would be great, because I've got none of that shit. You know? Reading's really hard. I've got to read things like 5 times before I fucking understand it, and I'll forget it 10 minutes later. Now I'm just talking about my fucking problems. I guess I'm just venting, and this is like a vlog. Even though I was going to go outside. Now let me cut out, say, oh, I'll be out in 2 seconds, and I came up with here, and I was like, might as well make a video since I'm feeling better. I'm just waiting for my medication to properly kick in, because it hasn't been... It can take like up to an hour and a half, really. Depends if you've ate anything, which I haven't. Which isn't good for your stomach, so I might be sick later. If that happens, I'm going to make a video being like, oh, I'm fucking ill again. Don't know if you can tell by just looking at it. It's like, I feel like I've aged. Like, my beard is out of control. My hair's doing alright today, even though I've been on the bike. Fucking Dax Wave and Groom, if you want to fucking slick your hair back. I'm trying to do it. I'm trying to do the fucking Big Boss or Solid Snake fucking hair. But my hair's too curly. And I don't know how he gets his to stick out a bit. And stay like that. I don't know. It's like, he's just... If you wear a bandana, I've got like sweatbands. But if you wear a bandana, it does like swash your hair there. And then the bottom naturally would kind of... You know, like if you've got headphones on the top of your head, you take them off, you've got like a dent in your hair, you know. I mean, I used to just shave it off, but I've got a little... Well, it's a little mole on the back of my head, like I call it my fucking Lord Voldemort, because from the first Harry Potter film that I remember from like 10 years old, where he's got like his face on the back of his head. When I shave my hair off, and I look in a mirror, you can really see it, and it's like, oh god. If I didn't have that, if somebody just came up with a scalpel and went, it's gone, and then it healed, because I'm guessing it would bleed a lot. If it healed, then I would just shave my hair off all the time. It would just be so much easier. But I'm just going to grow it out for a bit. Try and do the mini mullet for now. See what happens. Let us know what you think. But I'm honouring the boss. Not the boss, Big Boss. Just got me fox patch and everything. That's like the 3rd time I've said that. But I'll go a little bit Venom. One of the biggest giveaways in the game that he's not actually fucking the real deal. Even on his birthday, he's not even allowed a real fucking cigarette. It's fucking ridiculous. Cigarette, I mean cigar. Whoa. I don't know what's in his thing, but like one hit and he's fucked. He's just standing there for fucking ages, staring into space for like 3 hours. Then he like slowly, like if you imagine it in real time, you'd be like, I can't do it because it would take too long. I'll do it like 20 times faster than he would be doing it in the game in real life, if that makes any sense. You'd be like, and then again, 3 hours later. It's like, what is in that? Did they put some opium in there and some fucking benzodiazepine so he's just fucking fucked? And then like he sobers up later on, it's just like, oh, right. Like, I think game theory, which don't exist anymore, I guess the videos are all still online and they're making money off that, but they thought it was weed. The theory was it's weed that's in his e-cig. That would be cool and all, but smoking weed doesn't exactly put you in the mood to shoot people in the head. Or even tranquilize them. You wouldn't want to get involved. You'd be too paranoid. I would imagine. But I don't know, everyone's different. It'd be cool to see a cutscene of Big Boss or Venom or Solid Snake smoking a fucking like a joint. That'd be hilarious. Then you can imagine the codec calls. That would be amazing. But Metal Gear Solid 5 would be in a tape, which would be boring. But if they made a cutscene, I'd fucking watch it. Oh man, I had an idea for a Metal Gear game without Kojima. I mean, obviously, I would want to see the original MSX games fucking remade, like on the Fox engine with like Metal Gear Solid 5's controls. You know, as a young Solid Snake sneaking around fucking out of heaven and all that. That'd be amazing. And then you fight fucking Venom at the end. And then the second one you fight Big Boss. Like, great. Perfect. I mean, it's like the same game again. But that's what all Kojima really did. He made like fucking the same game like fucking 3 times. And then he made one that simulated so he made the same game like basically 4 times of different kind of twists. And then he went back in time. I'm just telling the fucking history of Metal Gear here. He went back in time and showed you Big Boss's like fucking. I don't know if it was his first mission. I don't think so. Maybe it was after he was just doing training or whatever. He's young in the game, so I was actually debating playing that because I've got the HD, well, the Master Collection. I might play Metal Gear Solid 3, but I've also got Silent Hill to think about. But anyway, yeah, shows you him when he's young. I'm older than him now, I think. I don't know. I'm 33. So I don't know. I'd probably be closer to Metal Gear Solid 2, Solid Snake in age, maybe. But he ages like quicker. But he looks younger than me, probably. Real life is different. It's funny as well in the games, like how the hair always stays the same. I wish I had video game hair. It's not even just that, it's other games. Like, you do your hair, and then that's it. It stays the same forever. You don't have to fuck around. You can have a shower, jump out, and it's still dry and fucking waxed or whatever. Like, play Metal Gear Solid 5, jump in the shower, and when he comes out, or just his clothes are wet. Like, his hair's fucking exactly the same. Even in a ponytail. And I've had it. My hair was a little bit longer at the back. You know, I could almost do it now. When I had a ponytail, fucking like, if I went to bed in it, it would be like sideways in the morning. If I went in the shower, it would like slowly be coming off. It's actually easier to take it off in the shower because of that. Your hair kind of like sticks together, and then you can just kind of slowly get it off. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I was talking about the chronological bullshit of Metal Gear, because I can't, for lack of a better or actual term. Then after that, it was like, right, Kojima, we're gonna kill you unless you fucking make Metal Gear Solid 4. And we'll want fucking Snake back. None of this riding bullshit. We want fucking Solid Snake, you know, like, and then we've got old Snake, and he's like, yeah, he's gonna die, mate. This is Kojima, and he doesn't say mate, he doesn't talk like a Geordie. He's gonna die because he's like 70 years old looking, but he's not actually 70. He's got like 6 months to live. I'm ending Metal Gear. I'm sick of fucking making games. And then what happened? Make another game for the was it the PSP? Yeah, I think it was the PSP. It might have been the Vita, but I don't know. I never actually played Peace Walker, so when the collection comes out, that'll be my first time. But I've seen all the cutscenes and watched a playthrough, so I know the story. I had to really, because then they're like, make another one. But Kojima at this point was like, I'm just gonna fucking spend all of their fucking money. I'm sick of them. So he went over budget and all that. But anyway, because of that, they had to release the fucking first mission for. At first it was full price, but then it was like £30. By the way, now, don't buy them separately if you're going to play Metal Gear Solid 5. Don't buy the games separately. There should be one anyway. But the definitive edition is like 17 quid, pounds, like $20 or something, I don't know. And you get Ground Zeroes and the Phantom Pain. But if you buy them separately, it costs more, so make sure you're checking the prices. I think it's worth it, considering like how many hours I've completed the game, like 7 times. I can still play missions and have fun. Like, I've got my Steam Deck in me, like, in me bed, like, on the side. So like, if I can't sleep, which is basically every night, I fucking load it up, and sometimes I play that. Sometimes I play like Abe's Odyssey, which is fucking solid. I was gonna try and play it on the channel, but like, it's just me gonna die, rage quit. That's all that's gonna fucking happen. I might emulate it, to be honest, and then I can save state. So like, I do something right, then I can save it. I could actually edit out all the deaths and then put them in at the end. I did that in one video of VR missions, special missions. You know, after Metal Gear Solid 1, they released like a VR thing, which I'm guessing Raiden did before Metal Gear Solid 2. Because he says, he mentions one of the missions later on, and my nose is blocked for some fucking reason. But yeah, like, it's so much mad shit with Metal Gear. If you want to talk about it, just ask some questions and I'll fucking make another video talking about it. The only one, Peace Walker, like, honestly, it kind of made, like, it made sense, but didn't. It was like, wasn't realistic in the slightest, and I don't know. It's crazy. But Metal Gear Solid 5, yeah, you've got to know about Chico and Paz and all that stuff. And arguably, Ground Zeroes is like a VR mission for, well, not really, it's like a hypnagogia? Like a hypnotic dream of what happened, and not the actual reality of what happened. Or you could be playing the truth, even though Kaz lies to you. He admits at the end of Peace Walker that he's been working with Cypher to get the base built and all that, you know? That's why Big Boss actually left and made the... Well, he didn't actually make it. It was Zero that made the body double, so it's like they're all working together. The only person that was fucking pissed off was Skullface. And even then, he had so much potential. I didn't like him at first, but then I listened to the tapes and I was like, fuck me, he knows how to break people. And he like just doesn't care. He's like deaf, and like, you know, like I like him. And you don't get to fight him or anything like that. He just sets a guy on fire who's Vulcan, obviously, with Psycho Mantis as a kid controlling him. You can't beat him. I mean, I rammed a car into him and drove him off a fucking cliff, but that didn't kill him. That was one of the funnest, like, what's it called? The funnest, that's a bad word. That was the most fun way to do it. God, what's it called, man? It's the one with the Devil's House, and you hear the PT audio coming from one of the old radios, I guess, from the 80s. I think my granny's still got one. My grandmother. So then in 5, you're playing as Venom, and it's a copy of Metal Gear Solid 2, except it's kind of switched. Rather than throwing away your identity as Raiden and becoming his own man, which he doesn't in 4. But Venom embraces the fact that, you know, you're Venom, you know, because you're just anyone, really. That's the point. You are Venom. You become Big Boss because you're great, you know. But he obviously doesn't really like it because he smashes the fucking mirror, sees himself without the horn as Big Boss. But like when he goes up to the mirror, he's covered in blood. The horn's like the size of fucking me dick. That makes it sound really small. But yeah, like it's huge and it's fucking like covered in blood. That's when he punches the mirror. It's like there's so much subtle stuff going on. People that review it like don't quite understand exactly what's happening, but that's what's happening. He's accepted who he is. There's a, you know, like a forward in time moment where he's changed everything out of heaven. He's covered in blood. He's became the demon. He's done his job. He punches the mirror, sees himself as a real big boss. Then he knows, you know, that he's not though, and that's when he turns around and walks into the fucking mist or smoke or whatever it is, because it's a metaphor for him like going back to work, doing his, you know, missions, and then eventually dying to the hands of Solid Snake, which is why Metal Gear 1 and 2 would be the remakes I want. But my idea was, I was a kid, and they actually did this for the card game. They could have just, you know, kept Big Boss's DNA and then just made more clones. But I thought it would be funny, because Big Boss smoked cigars, proper cigars, big fuck off cigars. And then you've got Solid Snake that smokes like pre-made, like proper from the shop I think Lucky Strike, unfiltered. That's what he smokes. But I've got filters on them in the game. But anyway, like yeah, he smokes cigarettes. So I thought if they clone him again, he's gonna smoke rollies. I smoke rollies. I vape as well, but I'm gonna go for a rollie pretty soon. And I thought it'd be cool if he smoked rollies, and he was just exactly like Solid Snake. Then you could just tell whatever you want. Make another Metal Gear. Honestly, it's not that hard. Like if you look at Metal Gear Solid 1, yet there's a lot of fucking dialogue, but really it's not that complicated. It might seem that way, but once you wrap your head around it, it's not that hard to understand. There's stuff in there like that the retroactively changed in 2, because Liquid in the first game never mentions the Patriots or anything like that, but in the second game he knows all about them and tells you. And Snake's like, what? Like I was, you know? When he's possessing Liquid's fucking arm and his voice changes. At least I saw that on Metal Gear Solid 4 because I was like, what? I mean, I love, I don't know his name, damn it. But Liquid Snake, when he's an adult, the voice actor is, he's amazing. He chews the scenery to bits. Solid Snake's got a great voice. Liquid's just... I'm British, but I can't sound like him exactly. You know, I don't know what it is. And I can't do a Solid Snake either. I just kind of growl a bit more. Sound more like Batman. I'm Batman. I don't know. I can't do the gruff voice. Unless, you know, I'm losing my voice. Or if I'm just getting older and I've actually got a little bit of a, like the grudge. Actually, that's the codeine. It's the only time I can do that. And I can't do it properly now because it hasn't fully kicked in, like I said. Starting to, though. That's why my eyes are probably relaxing. But if, like, I've had a few comments where people are like, you're going through withdrawal and shit when I was talking about kratom. It's like, I don't take kratom. I did buy some, and it does kill all of my pain. But it's like way too much fiber for your body to handle. Like if you want to take a dose at, you know, like 4 grams or something. 4 grams of fucking, you know, crushed up leaf powder. I'd prefer like a pill version, like that's, you know, concentrated or something like that. They do sell them, but they're stupidly expensive. You can, however, and I don't think this is legal, so don't do it. Let's just be straight on that for YouTube's sake. You can go to a website made in China, and you can find like the 7-hydroxy or whatever it is, like, you know, the alkaloids that inside kratom that actually kill the pain. Pardon me. And you can buy that concentrated. And I'm thinking, like, how potent would it be though? And you've got to buy a lot, so it's like hundreds of pounds, and then you've got shipping, and then you've got to wait, but it will come. It's like, what do? Lick the end of a toothpick, just go boop. Like that, and then you're fucking high. I don't know. You'd have to get like a centrifuge and like binder, do the maths to make sure, like, you know, it would actually like not kill you to take one. And then I don't know, but like that's so much money. When you could just well, I've got pain medication anyway from the doctor. That's what I was gonna say. If people don't believe me, I've already made videos talking about like all my how I fractured my spine and ripped my hip open, snapped my ankle, fucking broke my arm in 3 places. Now I can't feel my hand properly, or write, or do anything hardly. I can barely play guitar. So yeah, I got prescribed codeine, 8 a day, which is kind of shit. It's like for babies. I get pregabalin, 3 100 milligrams a day. They kill my nerve damage, which is great, and lowers my anxiety. It's not on repeat though. I want to get it on repeat because I don't want to have to fucking keep ringing up and asking. Because if they say no, I'll be like, what the fuck? But no, my therapist knows it. She was great. I don't know if I should say this, but she was like, because you've got nerve damage, I can give you this medication, and it off-label for anxiety. You can't do that normally. Obviously, she had to get a doctor to confirm it and stuff. I talked to a doctor afterwards and be like, yeah, Like I think I've had them before in the past, you know, like actually prescribed and they did work. I just all of a sudden they stopped prescribing them and then that was it. I had a fucking seizure because they didn't wean us off it. This is what I'm saying. Like, if you don't have to take drugs or you haven't taken any drugs, don't fucking start, and please don't look at me and think it's a good idea. I mean, just look at me. You know, I would like to have a life where I wasn't autistic and I wasn't in pain every day. Because now I've got no friends because I've pissed them all off because of mental fucking problems of like communicating with people properly. I wish it was an accurate way to say sorry, but then every time I have a fucking drink, I end up doing the same shit again. Just talking to everybody on fucking Facebook at 3 in the morning. Off me fucking tits blasting music. Okay, it's not a good life. Saying that, when I went to the shop before to get me prescription, I did buy a bottle of Havana Club and some vanilla Coke, but I'm on medication today, so and also I don't want to be sick again. So that's going to stay in my fridge for a couple of days. I've got 3 cans of cider as well, which I haven't touched. I'm scared to drink, to be honest, but I was there and I was like, well, I think Havana Club's meant to be nice. Alright, I'm going to have to shut up because the dry mouth is like just overwhelming. That's another problem as well. Like, if I want to record a video of me playing a game, if I'm on medication, like, you're going to hear them, which some people fucking hate. I hated it, to be honest. Like, it really annoys me, and it annoys me when it happens to me. So like, I understand. So that's a thing I'm gonna have to work out. But yeah, I don't know if anyone's still listening. What should I do? Should I continue Silent Hill 1, complete it, and then maybe play some of the Metal Gear Solid collection? I've already completed the PC version of Metal Gear Solid 1, which was really hard with the controls on the channel somewhere. So 2 is really fucking hard for me for some reason. I just get spotted and I'm terrible at it. I'm not gonna lie. 3 I was really good at when I was younger, but these days I'm not that good. Plus I have got the dodgy hand, so I'm actually playing games on easier modes now because of that. Just so I've got like a extra bit of chance to survive, because like if I can't press the buttons quick enough, I'm fucking dead. It's like, oh, what's that over there? If I can't line a headshot up with the tranquilizer, I'm fucking, there he is, fucking, and then there's like a million people shooting you in the face, you know. So I'm thinking about Metal Gear Solid 3 here. So as soon as it gets seen, all of a sudden everybody knows. It's like, what? That's why I like 2. They've got to run away, get the radio out and fucking ring in reinforcements, giving you a split second really. If they knock you down, they're going to call some... Even if you knock the guy out, even if he clicks the button and just says one thing, or if he clicks the button and nobody says anything, they send a team to go and check exactly the position where you are. So you better fucking hide the body and yourself real quick, and then the guy will be like, the people will be like, oh, there's no one here, nothing else to report. Come back then, okay. I could talk about Metal Gear all fucking day and Silent Hill. So if you, honestly, like, I'm not just doing this because it's fucking YouTube. I've got a tiny channel, it doesn't fucking matter, honestly, like if it was a big channel, then fucking I'd put way more effort into shit, but, I mean, I'm not shitting on the people that have subscribed. I love everybody that's subscribed. Every time somebody subscribes, I'm like, oh, it's not, I don't know why they've subscribed, but it's probably not for these type of videos. But it's nice when people subscribe and leave comments. Comments are the best, to be honest, because at least I can read something and there's some interaction going on, you know. Half the time it's just like, where did you get the mod? It's like, use Google. Type in what you want and then mod next to it. Or if you want to be specific, Nexus mods. So if you want, I don't know, Chico, like they actually made the model. I've got a video on my channel of it. Like if somebody asks, oh, like where did you get that mod? I just type in Chico mod Chico Nexus mods, Google, and then it'll pop up, and you'll have maybe a couple of selections, and then you'll be on there, and then you can go through all the mods on the fucking, thing. You don't need me to post a link. It's lazy as fuck. I mean, yeah, and I should have done that in the first place. I can see both sides of this coin. I should have done that in the first place so people could just click on it, but just Google it. Honestly, it takes 10 seconds. It's fucking lazy if you don't. But I don't tell people that because I don't want to be a dick. I'm just being honest now. Fucking my lips are coming off, man. You know when they say, well, if you're a Geordie, you'll know this. I'm off me lips. It means you've got so high your lips are fucking drying up and you're dehydrated and they're coming off. It's happening to me right now, but I'm not off me tits on drugs. I'm a little bit relaxed and the codeine's like making my headache go away. At least my ankle doesn't hurt. My hand's like, I don't know what's up with this. And it looks like I've actually got like, when you go in the bath for too long you can't see. It's got little wrinkles. I'm not getting that old, Jesus. Anyway, I'm gonna go outside and see me cat. And I'm going to bring me speaker and listen to some music and vape and smoke cigarettes. And yeah, that's pretty much my day. I might come back in and play a bit of Silent Hill 1. But it'll be a totally different vibe from the first one because it's miles in the future. But whatever, I'm going to do that and put it in the playlist. Because it's a mod anyway. The whole point of the channel was like showing off mods, but now I don't know if I can do that. But anyway, there's also a mod I really want to try for Metal Gear Solid 2. There's you know how in Metal Gear Solid 3, the first version, they only had like this shitty camera, and then the Subsistence came out, if that's what it's called, and the camera's behind you, and you can move it around, and like you look around like Metal Gear Solid 5 kind of camera or 4. It's like they did that with Metal Gear Solid 2, and I want to play the game like that. Well, also, somebody needs to mod in crouch walking into Metal Gear Solid 3. I mean, I could just wait for the remake, which I'm going to buy, and I'm obviously going to have to play. I don't think it's going to run on the PC. I'm going to need a capture card and use my PS5, which I don't even fucking use. I got it like right away. I won a competition to get one straight off the bat. Bought it. It's a digital one only, sadly, so I can't lend games, even if I had friends to lend games off. Actually, I do have a friend that has God of War Ragnarok, and I would love to play that. Fucking hell's that noise? Sounds like someone's like dragging fucking a body across the floor downstairs. Anyway, I am gonna go. That was a load of bullshit. How long was I talking for? 43 minutes. Guess this is a talking shite video. Alright. Catch us all later. Ta-da.